To Melancholy by Charlotte Smith, 1749 to 1806. Written on the banks of the Arun, October 1785. Okay, the Arun is a river in West Sussex. When latest autumn spreads her evening veil, and the grey mists from these dim waves arise, I love to listen to the hollow sighs through the half-leafless wood that breathes the gale. For at such hours the shadowy phantom pale oft seems to fleet before the poet's eyes. Strange sounds are heard and mournful melodies, as of night and wanderers who their woes bewail. Here by his native stream at such an hour, pity's own Otway, I methinks could meet and hear his deep sighs swell the sadden'd wind. O melancholy, such thy magic powers, that to the soul these dreams are often sweet, and smooth the pensive visionary mind. Okay, so this is a poem by Charlotte Smith. Let's see, Charlotte Smith was an English poet and novelist. She was born in London and I think grew up in London and in West Sussex as well. She belonged to a very wealthy family, and she was a poet of the school of sensibility. However, being born into a wealthy family was very good, but she ended up marrying a man who went bankrupt, and I think this poem was actually written in debtor's prison, and I think she sold this poem with others to get her and her husband out of debtor's prison. So, what's this about? Okay, this poem is about sitting by a river as the sun is going down, and this is a place where she feels there are ghosts, particularly the ghost of somebody called Thomas Otway, who was a writer and a poet, and he was very, very poor, and she feels very melancholy, but this melancholy gives her some sort of peace, and maybe she's thinking about the sadness of the life and death of Thomas Otway, and maybe this gives her a feeling of peace because it's similar to her own life. So, okay, and it's written on sitting by this river. When latest autumn spreads her evening veil, and the grey mist from these dim waters arise. So she's sitting by this river, and the grey mist is coming. I love to listen to the hollow sighs. So she's listening to the noises through the half-leafless wood that breathes the gale. So here the wood is coming, the wind is coming through the wood. I love this personification with the wood that is breathing the wind. So it's breathing it in. It's like a personification. So to start with, we have this imagery of the sun going down by the river and the mists and the darkness rising. And then she's listening to the sounds, of the wind. For at such hours the shadowy phantom pale often seems to fleet before the poet's eyes. So at this time, a ghost the phantom, the ghost, a pale phantom, seems to flit, to move in front of her eyes as she's sitting there. Strange sounds are heard and mournful melodies. So she can hear strange supernatural sounds and sad tunes, as of night wanderers who their woes bewail. So there are people, she hears the sounds of people walking in the night, but these are spirits in the night, who are wandering in the night and are wailing, complaining about the bad things that happen to them. Here, by his native stream, at such an hour, pity's own Otway, I methinks could meet. So this is the stream where Thomas Otway used to live. This is part of where he came from. And methinks, I feel that I could meet him here, because he's now dead, at an hour like this, and hear his deep sighs swell the saddened wind. So here his sighs swell the saddened wind, make the wind sound even louder. Yeah, so his sighs are increasing the wind itself. So I think she's saying that his sighs or his complaints are almost part of the wind of this place. Oh, melancholy. And here she's talking to melancholy, to sadness. And she says, such thy magic power, your power is so great, that to the soul these dreams are often sweet, and soothe the pensive visionary mind. So melancholy is like it has a magic power, and these dreams of Otway, of pity's own Otway, the incarnation, the personification of pity. She thinks it makes her feel good, and this soothes her mind. This makes her relaxed, because maybe this feels the same way as she feels, and in a strange way, she's soothed by the presence of the ghost, and the sadness of the place and the melancholy of the place, because I think it reflects how she feels, and I think that in itself makes her feel good. So, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. To Melancholy by Charlotte Smith.